with your host, Hoe Ass Ariel.
Hi, welcome to Holosophy with your baddest bitch, Hoe Ass Ariel. JK. I'm here today with my sisters and my mom. So this is my sister Vita, my sister Riri, my sister April, and my mama, Nasty Nancy. I hate these ones.
Okay, I am.
So, Nasty Nancy is the head hocho. She's the one that created us monsters. Anybody have any stories they want to share?
Can I start with the story?
No. So anyways, one time... Don't make me laugh, bitches. One time Rhiannon was like... We were little. I think Rhiannon was like 10. So I had to have been like 7. Mm-hmm. My mom was all over my dad in the pool. We were at my uncle's house swimming. Hot summer day. I'm sure they were drunk because they like to party. So my mom was straight up straddling my dad.
In the chair in Ensenada.
No, we're talking about
we were at Uncle Ed's house.
No,
we were, okay,
I remember very vividly.
Let's hear it.
I'm so glad I have a short-term memory.
I wish I did.
So go, Rhiannon. What would she tell you?
my girl,
She was
April.
straddling my dad.
I can't. Please.
She's all over my father. And then after, she's like, ew, Mom. What any child would say, right? Great reaction. What does Nasty Nancy say? Honey, if your man ain't all over you at my age, when you've been married as long as we have, then he's cheating on you.
That's the effing truth.
A 10-year-old girl. Who would say that?
And I'm just chubby there sitting.
Chubby.
Confused.
No, but what was like really going through your thought process at that time?
I was just grossed out like I am today. Nothing's changed.
What was your understanding of it?
That my mom's a hoe.
Oh my! How is she that? She's just on your dad though. She's not on other guys.
You can be a hoe for your man. I know I am.
Hey, maybe a man likes a hoe.
That's
They
true.
like a hoe that's their hoe.
Well, I guess if you're not a hoe for your man, he'll go find them hoes.
That's right. Ain't that right?
I always say that. Happy wife, happy life.
Mm-hmm.
The happier the wife, the nastier the wife. April knows she's married. Let's talk about how you get nasty for your man.
Oh man. So yeah, 10 years now. Oh my god.
Woo!
Wow. it flew
Congratulations.
by, huh?
Yeah, I really did fly
That
by.
was fast.
Nasty as ever, I think. if not nastier. Then
Hey, I heard a rumor about some Beetlejuice freakiness
What?
on Halloween.
Yes. So
How does that work?
So
Role
life
play.
hack: get your Halloween costume and then save it. And then after hours, when the kids are asleep, you use them for a different purpose.
Hey, where's those rentals?
I'm just saying. Oh, shit.
They
Mind
were.
your business.
All I know is if that that stuff happens with your costumes, you don't need to iron them. They stand up by themselves.
Oh,
my God.
Wait. Were you saying Beetlejuice?
Yes, I was. I was very much.
Just say guilty, April. Say guilty.
Guilty. Very guilty.
All right.
Definitely.
Okay.
So let's put Nasty Nancy back on the spot. What other advice has she given us growing up, creating us monsters?
I know a really good advice I gave my girls when they were growing up.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so when my girls were dating, I always told them, if you like a guy, that's great. He could be your main squeeze, but have 2 backups so you're not sitting by the phone waiting for him to call.
Oh my god.
You will always
Deadass.
be busy. Was that not the best advice ever?
Yes, bitch.
It
But then
actually was.
this bitch tells us that in front of our number 1 man. So
Well,
then when
because I had to
she's
warn you.
gone at night, we're laying down next to them. They're like,
So what other niggas?
so
you
what other
got?
guys?
Great advice. Bad timing. Let's work on that.
No. It's not bad. I mean,
And
okay,
then
if
she
I-
flat out in front of our dad was like, yeah, he was number 3 on the list.
He
I ended
was.
up marrying him.
yeah, he was my
And
number
then my
3.
dad is just like,
Oh my gosh.
People, see, he knew. He knew.
You don't, poor
Hey,
guy don't care.
when he was my backup, we were having fun, but then he fell in love. I don't know what to tell you, girls.
Oh, he caught feelings.
happens. It
happens.
Do you, well, what's it like when you're on a date and you say, I can't go with you because I got to be with my real man. You're just my backup.
Hi, Daddy.
Right?
my poor dad.
All right.
He'll never hate
Vita,
you,
let's
girls.
hear some pieces of advice Mother's given you.
Let's see. The one that sticks in my brain is always think like a man.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that other one that she always said?
Lie and deny.
Oh my God. Okay, she always taught me lie and deny, and I'm not a good liar. But she says this in front of my man. But tell me why he freaking picks up that advice and then throws it in my motherfucking face. And I'm like, ooh, is you Nancy's child?
Yeah, he is.
He is.
He is.
They're like twinning.
Yes. He's like your mini me.
Poor Vita. April, any advice from Nasty Nancy?
Gosh. I think that one that sticks out the most is kind of like a YOLO message before YOLO was even a thing. Always date as many guys as possible. You're young, enjoy life. You're not always going to be as young and beautiful, which is kind of a brutal truth, but it is the truth.
Yes.
So when I'm dating a guy in my teens and 20s, it was like, is he the only one, or do you have multiple? Because, you need to have multiple because you're young.
He's only temporary.
Yeah.
He's just temporary.
Not a for
she
sure
always
thing.
say
So,
that.
just get out there and date as many guys as you can.
That was the other thing I said too. Was whoever when they're young girls, I was like, he's just a temporary guy.
And when
You're
she
gonna
means
grow out of
young,
him?
she means 10.
Yes, we were young
Ew,
girls.
shut up.
She would tell us that young
I know
as
another
shit.
thing I told you guys.
When we were checking out the grocery guy at Vaughn's.
And he was clearly old enough to have a job, and we were still in elementary school.
You guys are eyeballing him, and Mom, look. And I'm like, oh, my future ex-son-in-law.
No, Nancy would take us strolling in her car with the music blasting, windows rolled down to check out guys, right?
That was before Ghost
she was
Ride.
out- she was out-
Ghost Ride.
Yeah,
Ride
this
the
is way
Whip with
before
me.
that.
Yeah, she would say, so where the hot guys live at? And we'd be like, oh, they live here, they live there.
She set us up.
Or we would just go to Hollywood and find some randoms, but
That
yeah,
was
we'd
the
be
best
like Googling, like, yeah, that one's cute. And she would roll the window down and start pointing at us. And
You're hot. You're
Ooh,
hot.
that was embarrassing.
So embarrassing. But you know what? Henry is just as bad sometimes as a father.
Oh my God. This is kind of a sad story, but
Let's hear it.
so when my hubby was, he's a cancer survivor. He's been cancer free for 5 years. Actually,
God bless him.
almost 7 years.
7
now that I think
years.
about it.
Fuck
My
cancer.
mom was like, oh, Edie, you're going to be all right. Just eat healthy. Just, start eating very good. It's going to help you
Gonna change your lifestyle.
Yes. And then my dad goes, Edie, you can still eat some pussy every now and then. And then after I think I was pregnant at the time.
I remember I was washing the dishes and I turned around with water went everywhere. And I was like,
And then for once, my mom was like, Henry, that pussy's your daughter. I was like, hey, at least somebody told him.
Mom, Rhiannon was like, shut the fuck up, Mom. Shut the fuck up.
Oral sex.
Oh my God.
Lita, do you have any Henry stories?
Okay, come back to me because my memory's like Dora.
Okay, I
Dory.
want to tell a funny story. I want to tell a funny story that I told last night at Taco Tuesday.
Oh, great.
So
Let's go.
we were talking. I was talking to my 80-something-year-old mama, and I said, "Hey, Mom, remember that day we had a birthday party for Sweet Pea, Alvita, my oldest, Vita. We had a birthday party, and Mom does not like to go shopping, so she says." Oh, mija, if you, what are you going to give Sweet Pea for her birthday? And I said, I was going to get her a gift card. She goes, well, can you pick one up for me too? And I said, sure, I'll pick one up for you. I go to the Spearmint Rhino, got her a gift card, told my parents to sign it. They didn't know what the hell it was. Vita's opening her presents in front of everybody.
Yo, I want a gift card from there.
and then her friends are like, who bought you that? My grandma and grandpa.
And the grandma's like,
And they're all waving at her.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I usually get embarrassed, but that was pretty awesome. And then, I got to get them bikini.
and the shoes.
Me.
April, you have any Henry or Nancy stories? You haven't told one.
I don't have any Henry stories. I just love hearing the random, for every 10 serious things he says, one just out of nowhere is hits you in the face, holy shit, you just said that.
Yeah. Henry, something, I remember we were young. I think Vita was like barely 18 and she was wearing a crop top and we were going to a family party. And I was like, Dad, you're going to let her, or I think I told her flat out, Vita, you're going to wear that? We're going to be in front of the family. And my dad walks out of the kitchen, flamboyant, Well, she's got it. Flaunt it. She ain't gonna be young forever.
No.
Yeah, his
He
big
right,
line,
he
him,
right.
him and his mother's favorite line: "Use it or lose it."
No, Daddy just a few weeks ago, you guys went away for a vacation, and so Dad came over to visit, and we're like, "Daddy, how was the vacation with Mom?" Well, I finally had sex. Pretty good. I was like, "Oh, great, Dad."
Well, where
Thank
was
you
I?
for sharing
Your
that.
high school reunion that you keep talking about.
What?
Your high school reunion you keep
No,
bringing up
she
every
meant
week.
during sex.
Where
Where was she?
during the sex?
Where was she? She's like, "Hey, Rhiannon, did you hear how much fun I had at my high school reunion?" I'm like, yeah, Dad told me.
I heard about all the sex.
Like, where was I?
And then when Dad said that, I was like, finally. Damn, it's about damn time.
One time I remember.
No, Dad was a carpet munching.
What? What's that one? Tell me that one.
I asked Dad if he was a carpet muncher.
No, I was like, Dad, what should I get Mom for her birthday? He's like, a razor.
Girl.
Okay, back to the advice.
Let's focus on some more positive stuff.
I have some advice for these girls when they were little. When you girls were young girls and you guys started to like boyfriends, I said, don't ever date anybody older than 18, or no, older than 2 years older than you. Mm-hmm. Because if a guy wants to date you and he's more than 2 years older than you, he's a creeper. And I think that kind of stayed in your head because you guys never really did.
I did. I did. I do
I
it all
did.
the time.
I will say I feel for them because as a married woman with 3 kids, sex is really hard.
Oh, I
You have to
watched.
wait till they're asleep. And then I have a teenager who doesn't have a bedtime.
You're like, all right, I have about 5.6 minutes.
I'm sorry, but that
you're-
didn't apply to me and Dad.
No,
We
bitch,
just
I
took
know.
Florida Lock it.
Bitch, that is why I'm sexually awkward.
She never. No, this bitch never locked the door. She left the door open. I'd be like, Mom. Ah!
I was like,
Accept it. You just accept it. Is that?
I'm sorry, but when you're in your 30s, you just got it.
Bitch, lock the door.
Wait, Abe, I want to hear April.
I really don't care.
Raleigh doesn't care. He's like, I don't care.
He probably gets more excited. He's like, the
He's
thrill
like,
is.
it is what it is. It's midnight. She should be asleep.
She
This
should.
can't happen.
And if
I'm
she's
like,
going to get blinded, well.
But you know, I feel like growing up being like open about sexual stuff because like one thing too I always talk about is nudity. So I walk around this house butt ass naked.
You don't
all
talk
the
about
time.
it. You just do
I
it.
just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I meant like with others.
talk about it.
I'm like I want to raise my children to not feel uncomfortable or always feel they have to cover up. And my father with a house full of women, he never like not that he was walking around butt ass naked,
And a speedo.
but he would walk around in
with
his
a pillow.
his tudun
Or a pillow.
he would be in his tudun or pillow literally covering just his crotch. And it wasn't weird to us. Like we would laugh about it. It was hilarious.
Still laugh about
We
it.
still laugh about it, but it wasn't anything like when I saw a naked body, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, like, and made
Yeah, I
that
think-
person feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I agree. I think everyone should be comfortable with being naked.
Yeah,
Like,
I totally like be comfortable in your own
Vita
skin.
does
I
fitness
just want to
naked.
go swimming naked again.
Vita does.
Okay,
it.
the only way I'm gonna be exercising, I'll do like 10 squats before I take a shower because I'm like, okay,
No.
I'll get sweaty.
No,
I'll just
this
jump
bitch,
in.
this bitch was laying down on the floor naked. She's like, oh shit, I forgot to work out today. Started doing sit-ups naked.
Well, I was about to take a
And
shower.
you were in the room.
in the living room.
Ew.
Oh, weird.
Oh yeah, I remember that time.
Is that the time you put the whipped cream on your nipples? You went outside?
Why were you there?
I wasn't there. It was a...
See what happens when you tell your mom your skank stories?
Oh my gosh.
She
I don't
brings
even
them
know what
up.
you're talking about.
Was it whipped cream or shaving cream?
Okay,
It was
what are
whipped
we
cream.
talking about?
Yeah.
You guys-
Anyways,
you guys had that slumber party, and then those girls couldn't stay because I wasn't there to supervise.
That was my party. That was
Still
mine.
summer
I
party.
was the babysitter that night.
Oh.
and you came out with fucking whipped cream on your nipple.
I don't know.
Way to
Hey,
babysit.
the point was they were censored.
They were censored.
She did not have her
Vita-
boyfriend in the
like,
room.
Vita made her own
You know what
censors.
she said we said, is that whipped cream? She's like, no, it's shaving cream. It stays longer. And we're like,
Where did you get shaving cream from?
She was shaving her nipples.
Like, no, that was me.
That was her shaving session. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes,
Yes.
let's hear
This
it.
is from one of my followers on IG. It's from a guy. He says he's met a girl online and they had to go to AA meetings
Together?
Wait.
I think they both like
Have AA.
yeah, separate.
Okay,
So they
okay.
had to go to AA meetings. They decided to go to one together. Like, hey, we met online. Let's go on a first date type of thing. I don't know.
How romantical.
Very romantic. But before their AA meeting, they decided to go to a bar down the street.
That's what I'm talking about.
That makes sense.
They got buzzed. They went to the meeting, but they were so antsy for each other that after the meeting, they attended the meeting together. And then after the meeting, they were in the car boogieing down.
That's
Oh
right.
my gosh, I've been there. Sounds like a good time.
I wonder if they passed the class.
Okay, so then what's the question?
No, we just comment on the stories.
I wish that was me.
Let's
Car sex
rate
is the
them.
best sex.
Okay. Yeah, let's rate them. So from
10.
a scale, okay, 1 to 10. Nancy says 10.
Go for it. Don't fight the feeling.
1 being
1 being basic. 10 being damn.
I just want to say 10 because it wasn't one of my girls.
I'll say 10 because they're breaking the rules. Love that. It's always
I'm gonna give it
Always
a.
breaking
I'm
the
gonna
law.
give it a 7-8.
I mean, that's cute. I give it a 5.
I give it a 5. I feel like you're basic.
You're basic if you're drunk if you're alcoholic and then you go to an AA meeting and get drunk before. That's basic.
You know
That
what?
means they have to go to every meeting like that.
They just got in they
Maybe they-
accidentally got that one DUI. That doesn't mean you're alcoholic.
Okay, so if
And
he's,
it's like it's car sex. If you break it down, you're drunk, car sex.
you need to
basic.
give them a
So,
10 because
hold
if he
on, wait
was-
a minute.
If he was able to accomplish what he went there for in the car, then
Okay,
he gets a 10.
that's true.
Wait,
on
hold
his
on, no, no,
end,
no.
he
He got in
scored.
trouble for drinking, so then he decided to drink again, and then go to a class they're supposed to not be drinking for.
Order in the court.
And
Judge
then-
Judy has arrived.
And then he boned down in the car, and you're gonna give him a 5? Okay. All right, go on.
I say 5. Like, I mean, drinking sounds like they do it pretty often, so.
Okay.
There's nothing new in there.
All right, you
At
guys-
least they didn't
nothing
do it in
new,
the
right?
Uber.
Now that
The question is, like,
that would be good.
Was it that one and only or what?
This guy, I feel like this one's a lie. We're gonna give this one a fail.
Oh, let's hear the lie. Let's hear the lie.
He said, long story short, my ex has pretty ass family members. Her
Uh-oh.
sisters, her aunts,
Off
and her
limits.
mom.
Off limits.
No, he's saying that
Wait, her mom?
he was able to accomplish all of those.
Yeah, right.
Fail.
This means liar.
Yeah,
definitely lie.
Negative.
I think he was. Did he wake up and then?
He woke up from his dream.
Yeah, right.
He turned off Pornhub.
He said even the mom?
He
That's
should
what
have
he
submitted
said.
a picture with that story so that we can verify.
I'm gonna need.
Dude,
proof
they
of
probably
it.
look like
Yeah.
mud ducks.
I'm gonna
and
need
they're
proof
like,
too.
please,
Yeah.
I'm
take
sorry,
it.
but I'm gonna need proof.
We're gonna
Hold on,
need. We're gonna need Kofax.
No,
We don't
no,
agree with
I
you.
don't think any woman is gonna mess around with her daughter's boyfriend. That's disgusting.
Hey, you haven't watched Pornhub recently because they do it all over there.
What? Is that stuff
some
fake?
warlocks?
Yes, duh.
Were they some
There were
warlocks?
some warlocks.
Okay, but
There
if
were
he's-
grenades.
Okay,
Let
then
me see
it's
some
not
warlocks.
Warlock.
But those, I think those are specifically breasts.
Harry Potter porn?
Harry Potter porn.
All right.
The
Next
nerd
story.
stuck in a sexy girl's body. Would
She
talk
is.
about that?
Poor
huh?
April was growing up. She was called the nerd stuck in a sexy girl's body.
Say guilty.
If you agree, give it a thumbs up.
Okay. So anyways,
Okay,
go
so
on.
this one's hilarious. He said that they were boogieing down, but it was less than a minute long on his end.
Oh,
And
I give him a
and
negative
so-
one.
So wait, this is where it gets good. So he had to come up with like a reason to be like why it was so fast because he was embarrassed. So he's like, "Oh, I have a girlfriend," and she was like, "Well, we're already here doing it. Like, we're not gonna stop."
Right.
But
She didn't know it was over.
yeah, she didn't know it was over, and so he was like, like,
well,
didn't
then he
know.
could get down and make it happen.
Oh.
That's all I'm
It's
just
not
saying.
an excuse. If you have a girlfriend, you're
Girl.
getting it on the regular. Therefore, you should last longer.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that did not make sense.
So that was
he
a bad
doesn't last
lie.
long.
You
He
see,
could
the
go
nerdy
down
the nerdy
and
girl
make
knows
up for
her
it.
shit, right?
Well, scientifically, according to my calculations.
Your calculations.
Calculations.
No, your
But
calculations.
As long as he gets the job done, I don't care what part of the body it is. I'm just saying.
Well,
Damn.
you don't give a shit if it's like 5 seconds?
So what
No,
happened?
I'm saying if he gets the job
Is
done
there
for
part
me
two?
afterwards, he
Huh.
finishes. As long as he finishes me, I don't
I-
care what
Well,
part of the body
hopefully-
it's from.
Hopefully she kicked his ass to
Oh,
the
I get
curb.
it.
Well, there's no way he can finish me.
She kicked his ED to the
How
curb.
long was it? 2
He
minutes?
said
Yeah, but
less
he-
than 1
He
minute.
could finish and then he can continue in other ways.
That's
For
true.
you.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But is
Oh,
he
see,
that
there's
smart?
advice
Thinking outside
right
the
here.
box.
Advice,
Yeah,
guys.
right?
So
Thinking
if you
outside the box.
finish a little too soon, you gotta restart.
You gotta make up
from
for
the
that
beginning.
shit.
Mhm.
You could use other body parts.
You
There's
need to go
more
down
of
to the
them.
basement and
It's
figure it
true.
out. I mean,
Yeah.
figure
There
it
are
out.
definitely some bush.
Okay, wait a minute. before we switch topics, if you're gonna do that, don't do the fake chow.
What's
Do
the
the
fake
real-
chow? What's the fake chow?
Yeah, please. What is the fake chow?
Okay, what movie is it? I don't remember what movie it is where these guys got it from, but it's like what? What?
Fake chow.
I remember that movie. What
I
fucking
think I know
movie
what
is
you're talking
it?
about.
What? Two guys,
Horrible
two
Bosses?
friends.
Is it Horrible Bosses?
I don't know.
Something like that. I don't
Probably
know.
Horrible
Hilarious.
Bosses.
You want to keep the
He's
girl?
like fake chow, and he like has chopsticks, and he's like fucking.
Yeah,
around,
he's like, please, just no. Just don't.
Just push the button.
Yo,
in the right
but I
place,
always
please.
say that at work to the girls. I'm like, fake head. You just like,
That's fake head.
yeah.
I gotta try that.
You gotta try it. It saves so much time. Just like, and then you pretend to come up
Wait.
there like,
So if you're choking, they get like more excited, and it's like,
they think you're like deep.
and then they think it's like an hour long instead of like
Ego
5
booster.
minutes.
Yeah. And then you just kind of like do a head
Okay.
thing, like
April, you know what's up.
you do the dragon. like,
That's why you've been married for 10 years. Okay, I get it.
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
She passed the 7-year itch. She's going.
So
She's
have I,
going
but
for
I
it.
ain't doing.
That's true.
I need to try it.
Okay, we're ready for a new story.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Move on.
Okay, I'm trying to find a good one. Oh, this one's funny. So this
Okay.
guy, he was a club promoter, and he used to bring his girl to the club with him.
Why?
Bad idea.
Yeah,
Don't you know? Don't bring sand to the beach.
my mother would always say that. Don't bring sand to the beach.
Don't bring a
a
sandwich
sandwich to the buffet. Don't bring your girl to the club.
right?
You right.
This bitch
You
was
right.
Bitch, you a bitch.
That's right.
She a hoe.
She would tell my man that's a DJ, why you taking us sand to the beach?
That's kind of funny. That's funny.
Okay.
Hey, but she right.
She right. So I used to.
He's still swimming
This
in the
person would
sand.
take their girl to the
sand.
club,
Uh-huh.
and then he would magically disappear.
No. And
And
this
the
bitch would come
be
back?
looking for him, and
I
he
would
would
look
come
one
back
time.
pulling up his pants
Oh my gosh.
because he was hiding it in the car.
Are you sure he wasn't just wearing baggy pants?
That's terrible.
Maybe he needed a belt.
Okay, so what's the question?
After she found out, there's no freaking question. We're commenting.
Commentation
time.
Okay.
After she found the girl, one time she found the girl's stuff in the car.
And
Was
she
it
was
good
like,
stuff?
And he said, when did you leave those in
And
here?
then she was probably like, oh yeah, that is mine. Yeah. So that's why she's still saying.
I've been like,
dumb
are
bitches out there.
Are those my size? Because I'm going to take them.
I know I would.
I know I have.
I mean, my memory is like super bad, so I'd be like, I don't know.
You're like, oh, you know, it's like, maybe I did buy those.
I mean, it's like, oh yeah, you did buy me those shoes, huh?
Oh, this one's way scandalous. It's a chick. She did her BFF's husband and his friend
No.
in her bed
At the same time.
while she was on the couch and knocked out.
No, sorry, I'm
But-
just shooting. I cannot.
They ate the booty like it was groceries.
They ate the what?
Booties.
So,
booty
Mom,
like
remember
it-
when you were best friends with Hori Lori?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Was that your story?
Was that your story?
Was that my story?
You let your friend hit it and quit it on your husband?
Well, you know what? I used to
This
you know-
bitch would say, less work for me.
One less thing
Right?
for me
It
to
is
do.
one less job for me to
What
do.
do I always say, Anthony? I need you to be loyal. I don't need you to be faithful. So let's
Okay.
hear it, Nancy.
So all I know is that Hori Lori dated both of my brothers, and so my husband was waiting for his turn. And
He was like,
right, and I don't know if it ever happened. I don't even care, but
So we don't
That's
know
an
the
unsolved mystery.
it's an
belongs
unsolved
to
mystery,
unsolved
definitely.
mystery. Oh my
I don't think it happened.
yeah, right. Henry's
because-
way too shy. Unless
yeah.
Hori
Yeah,
Lori,
right.
gonna
Yeah.
say
Hori
that.
Lori straddled the.
unless
you know,
Hori
you know
Lori
what?
put it in herself.
But if
Did
she
it
did,
happen?
if she could have, if she had the opportunity and
She
would
would've?
have, yeah, she probably
You'd
would
be
have.
like-
I don't care.
okay, Henry, happy birthday. That's what you would have said.
Exit.
That's what you would have said.
No way.
I can
I
relate.
don't know, because this bitch is
I
like,
bet I'd say
no,
no.
this bitch does not care. Like,
Not in my bed.
I'm a
He
jealous.
does. He
I'm a
cares.
jealous ass person. She's like,
see, I'm the same.
look what I found for you. Here's another girlfriend.
That's how I am.
Now that's
I'm
That's why you're nasty Nancy 2.0.
No, she's nasty Nancy and I'm Hoe Ass Ariel. Get it straight. Riri
What are their
titties.
names?
I don't mind sharing with my friends.
She's Vita Loca. This is Riri
And
titties.
yeah, and I don't get jealous because what for? That's wasted energy. What do you want to get
I
jealous
like
for?
getting jealous.
Why?
No.
Because
You
my
just
mom likes
you
it
just
too.
like making up.
I like getting angry and like him like saying like.
I feel like for some guys it's 50-50. So for some guys they totally like the whole like I get jealous, show me you care, and I have that power on you. And then the other guys are like, hell yeah, I'm like if my bitch is down to let me fuck other bitches, I'm gonna fuck other bitches.
No.
I think so. What about you, April?
Oh man.
Are you
The married
jealous
one.
or are
April,
you?
don't let him. Don't
okay,
let him.
so
I honestly don't feel like I've ever needed to be jealous. I know that there's no way my husband would ever do that. Like that's how much confidence I have. That's how good of a
I mean,
man
that's
he
the
is.
best confidence.
I have
ever.
confidence.
He is a good man.
I
Like,
have that
I
too.
honestly
But isn't
don't
it
feel
fun
like-
to just pick a fight every now and then? I'm just saying. Sometimes things get a little boring.
I feel like
You
it's
just
I feel like
basic
it's a
bitch.
compliment if other women want my man.
Same.
'Cause it's like, yes, girl.
Yeah, it is.
But guess who
But,
he's gonna report
yeah.
to? Me. Whether he's getting the raft or he's getting the approval.
Well, how about it just makes me a little bit excited to get jealous every now and then.
Oh, okay. All right. So she's doing it more for her than for him.
Maybe he doesn't know
Poor
that.
thing. He has to get all stressed
Tell
out and
him.
everything.
I know, but
His hair's falling out.
that's what excites me. That's okay. It gets me really excited. And then he's
like, I
like,
want him
no,
old."
baby, no. And I'm like, okay.
She's like, prove it. All right. So that horror story.
Okay.
I'm sorry. These are thought stories. Thoughtful stories. She was a thought.
Okay.
Well, how are we rating that one? She did her best friend's husband, not only the husband, but his friend.
I'll give
That's
it
a
an
10.
11.
An 11.
She's like, I think I'll try that.
I'm not gonna try that, but
I just
No,
wanna,
no, please
I'm
don't.
picturing into my
all
mind.
I want to say is that first guy didn't satisfy her, so she had to go to the next. That's all
No,
I'm
it was a
saying.
threesome.
Wait.
You know when you,
Mother,
when you have an
threesomes are
orgasm,
when
you
it's
can't
3 people at
continue.
one
You just
time.
can't.
What?
I do it all the
Who you fucking?
Wait, what?
She said when you have one orgasm, you can't continue. Are you a guy?
No, but you can't. But it's
That's
painful.
what makes
Boring.
it so
I
beautiful.
can't continue, but I can.
Did you just say
continue.
that's
I
what
can
makes it so
continue.
beautiful?
Yeah, we get to have multiple orgasms. The
Mom
trick is
needs a
getting that
toy.
first one down, though.
Yeah. Once you get that
Right?
first one,
Yeah.
ooh, that's a work. That's like a second job right there.
that you
Is
don't
there
get paid
breaks in
for.
between these sessions? I'm just asking.
Oh, you get paid.
That's a third job if you got kids. Shit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ooh, this girl's hilarious. I love her. So she was dating a guy for 2 years. Things were getting serious. It took you 2 years. That's
2
a long time.
years.
That sounds like a commitment.
Yeah.
On her end, he's playing games from the beginning.
What?
Things were getting serious. She went to his family for Thanksgiving, and this is where she makes up for these 2 years. His older brother was the hot one.
Oh.
She barely met him? The hot
She
brother?
barely met him after 2
Yes.
years.
After 2 years, she barely met.
Damn.
And you know what? That kind of explains, though. His brother was like, I know I'm the ugly one, so I'm not going to bring my girl around.
Okay. Now I
Okay,
get
so
it.
maybe, you know,
Yeah.
let's defend him a little.
Okay.
We were all watching a movie after dinner,
Oh,
and
no.
everyone fell asleep. Except his brother and
His
I.
hot brother.
Woo, on purpose. They both stood up intentionally.
Definitely.
both what?
They both stood up intentionally. They ended up in her boyfriend's old room. Oh. And she gave the brother a handy. Woo, woo, woo.
That's not real sex.
I'm assuming this isn't the first time this happened.
Well, this is the first time she's met him.
But this is not the first girl that this happened with.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I agree. I
What
agree.
holiday was
The brother's like, okay,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, new girl.
The
know
brother
what time
knew.
it is.
Okay, I agree. The brother was a predator.
Wait.
The brother was like,
I'm
you're
lost.
bringing fresh meat. That
Vita-
means I'm going to
Vita-
get a handy
Wait,
tonight.
let's slow down for Dory to catch up.
Okay, yeah.
So the girl, she's the new girlfriend. She dated her guy for 2 years.
Okay, is she underage?
No, what the
Then
fuck?
why did you say predator?
What we're saying is that
'Cause-
this probably happened
'cause the
before.
cute brother.
He's a cuter
went
brother.
The
after-
older brother
So every
likes
time,
to go
every
after
time
the
the
younger brother.
less so cute brother brings over a girl, the hotter brother knows
Oh, that's sad.
that he's gonna get.
And you
with
know what? I
his-
totally agree with this because right here she says,
That's true. Whenever your guys' boyfriends would come over, I'd have to hide.
now we gotta cut for a story.
Oh yeah.
I was
have
dating-
a story too.
I was dating my first boyfriend, my baby daddy. I remember we were at 13, 14, and we're playing Sorry. It was Sorry. We're sitting on the couch, and you have to lean over and play on the coffee table. Push the button using your muscles. So Vita's sitting next to her boyfriend. I'm sitting next to my boyfriend. And my boyfriend, every time she bends over to move her piece, he's like... And so I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like...
He's
he's trying to give me the
eye.
eye.
Twitch or what?
Yeah, so I'm like... So finally he turns. He's like, like coughing, and he's like, her boobs. So every time Vita would bend over, her titties were all the way out. Like you could see all down her shirt.
That's what was moving the piece.
And so
Sorry.
they were cute. They were cute
Babies.
titties. They were cute titties. I can't even hate on my sister. And I'm like, then don't look. Like what? I was like, if I'm not gonna tell her, because then her man's gonna get mad. She might get embarrassed. But bottom line, she don't give a shit. Like you just don't look. Like why are you looking so hard?
Wait, didn't you say something though? You're like, Vita, your boobs.
So yeah, because he kept nudging me, and so I was like,
I remember that.
Vita, pull up your shirt when you go to move your piece. I could see down your shirt, and she's like, then don't look. And I was like, I look at him like, I told you don't look. Like,
That is so true. She got mad at him. She's like, don't look then.
I told him don't look. Like
I mean, makes sense.
I mean, if you were enjoying it, then you wouldn't be nudging me so fucking hard.
So the
Like,
bottom
I
line
didn't
is, did he
notice.
continue to look?
Yes.
No, he was playing like this.
So did I.
In trouble.
He was upset.
No, he's Mr. fucking Belvedere. He was upset.
He
He's like,
is.
I saw
Yes.
a titty other than my baby mama's.
Eyes.
I need eye drops.
I can't see.
Okay, so April, you had a story.
Yeah, I want to hear this story.
What were we talking about before the story?
I said Vita.
Oh.
Vita gave me a story.
Oh, boyfriends when we were younger.
Boyfriend.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh.
I think I know.
And Ariel.
Yes.
Uh-oh, let's
Oh,
hear
this
it.
hoe right here
This is
at
when the
4 years
whole
old.
shit started.
She had what?
Yeah,
So-
she didn't even
You know what?
Wait, you
Unwritten
didn't even
rule?
stop drinking out of the bottle yet.
Unwritten rule, he was my man first because I was the one that said he was cute, and then
He-
this bitch stole him.
Yeah.
Who
Delusional.
are you talking about?
Eric,
Let's-
neighbor.
Let's
And he was
just
a
let's
hottie.
just start by saying that she was destined to be Hoe Ass Ariel first and foremost.
Okay, wait. Was he the one,
Destined.
was he the one with the eyebrow thing?
Eric. Do
Yes.
you remember Eric?
He had the
He
nice
had,
ass
he
eyebrows.
had one eyebrow
Yeah.
going across his
They were
forehead.
No,
thick
he was
and beautiful.
so cute.
So I had
He
a really
came over to
cute
do yard
His
work
boyfriend.
sister
with
named
Dad.
Yvonne, right?
Oh, he was hot.
I don't even remember his
Okay, so
sister.
what happened? What's
I
the
just
story?
remember having my boyfriend named Eric.
If
who
you're
was
out
so
there,
cute.
my name is Ariel.
He had a gap tooth and he was very
See,
cute.
we were destined to be together.
Yeah.
You
So
were
then
Ursula
what
in
happened?
this situation.
So what happened?
So we're hanging out outside of the house.
I did. I said that.
Wait, everyone's telling the story.
We're on this little date. He's outside of the house, and we're just, hanging out. We're like in 6th, 7th grade.
Ariel's 4.
And Ariel, probably.
And she was 4 in her gymnastics leotard.
Yeah.
That wasn't even
In
gymnastics.
her pull
It had
up
me
with her
popping.
bottle.
It had me
And her
popping.
bottle was there. I
had
remember
my
that.
bottle. I drank my bottle.
And
till I
she
was
still
sick.
drank her bottle, maybe in kindergarten, right? It still had a
It
bottle.
was in
She
her
did.
lunchbox.
And
She
she
did.
came out and she's like, "Hey, Eric,
This
do you want to
did.
see my bottle?"
The whoop.
Taking her bottle, twisting her hair like this.
Yes, pretty much.
What I was really showing
Do
him
you
was
want
my
to see my
skills.
bottle?
Oh my god, look at her imitating her.
dude,
Do
she
you
was
want to see my
4.
bottle? She already had it
Exactly.
done.
Exactly.
She was
period.
she was 4 years old.
I
I don't know
just,
where she learned that from at that age.
I don't know either,
This bitch,
but
this hoe.
no, she just, she was the.
It's
remember,
just natural.
She used to do cartwills,
Genetics.
naked cartwils.
Oh, I remember
That-
the
What
naked
the heck was that
cartwheels.
about?
She didn't want
I
to shower.
still do those naked cartwheels
But
at Sam's.
she
Yeah, but you be getting that rug burn.
They don't got rug at Sam's, so I'm cool now.
Oh my.
I hate you, hoes.
you a faux hoe years old
I was a faux hoe for show at 4 years
with
old.
your maroon leotard.
I had that green one too, the lime green one with the black. And
You
then it had
probably
it cut out.
this bitch probably was like, oh, Eric's
Dang
here.
it.
Let me go put on my leotard.
I think I honestly did. I remember
She
brushing my
ripped
hair.
off her pamper.
I told you. I told you that day wasn't a gymnastics day.
and then Eric, and then nasty was like, Eric's here, Ariel. Come on, go get your
probably
leotard on.
With her binoculars out the window.
That's right, Ariel. That's right, Ariel. Control that hair.
So I got older kids. For those of you watching that don't know, so we were at a pizza place with my son's baseball team. The parents are a little bit older than I am, of course. So the thong song came on,
Oh, I like that song.
and they're like, Ariel, do you even know this song? They always clown on me like I'm young. Well, I'm younger than them, but like
So
you
did
know,
you
I'm
do the
super
dance?
young. So I was like, bitch, have you seen Mean Girls? And then they were like, yeah. And I was like, remember when the little sister has her shirt rolled in and she's like, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard? And they're like, yeah. I was like, that was me with this song, bitch. Like, and they're, oh, I can see that.
And mom's over there in the corner with the chihuahua chewing on her nipple like,
She's like, no, there's no alcohol in here, but do you want some? Because I'd rather you drink in the house.
No. So my ex-boyfriend that I was with in high school, he's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of had a crush on your sister.
Which
and I was
one?
like, let's not say his name. And
No,
after I was
which
like, you
sister?
Yeah, which
did? He's like, yeah, back in, when she was in 5th grade and she was teaching me how to dance to the thong song. I was like, dude, you were like in the 8th grade.
Ew,
He's like,
me?
yes. And after I was like,
what a creep.
how do you think I felt? How do you think I felt?
Wait, I was teaching him to dance to that
So
song. Why
what
did
was
he
that,
want to
Maddie?
dance to that song?
We were at the quiz elementary school dances, and that song was like the shit.
Oh my
And
god.
after I was like, okay, this is a little awkward for me.
Oh, that's gross.
How do you
Look at
think
Vita's
I
face.
felt?
Yeah,
How do you
it
think
is.
I
I'm glad you waited 28 years to tell me this story.
I thought I
Well, I knew it wasn't me because I made him cry.
You always made him cry.
I made him cry a few times too.
No, he just cried all the time. Who cares?
Little
bitch.
Aw.
Okay, Mom. He's a nice
By the way, if
boy.
you're out there, I'm sorry.
You're sorry for making him cry.
Whoever I made cry, I'm sorry.
She's not sorry.
Oh, there goes the whole audience.
So back to dancing. Shy ass April over here is actually the one that taught me how to.
Isn't she the one who taught all of
She
you guys
taught me how to dance too.
Had a battle.
She taught us how to battle back in the
Back in
90s.
the-
Deep house music.
Who taught you how to dance, April?
Richard.
Your friends?
Humpty.
I guess.
Vision.
Self-taught, maybe. I don't know.
You would have like
go
battles.
chasing water.
No, that was before. And then I was like, thought I was cool because April taught me this new move where you like kiss it, and then
Oh,
and
yeah.
after it blew that bitch away, and then Vita went up to me. She was like,
I'm like, breath smell. She did the death drop. Like,
That's messed up.
that was messed up.
Damn, Vita.
I thought I was so cool.
Vita, for being Dory, she thinks fast sometimes.
I know,
I think
right?
fast, I just can't remember.
You're really quick. Raleigh was just saying that the other day we were here. What was it for Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
When we left, we were driving. He was like, "Man, I had the best time. I was laughing my ass off." Vito just had the jokes like back to back to back.
She had
Especially
her.
with that one where Ariel's like,
Oh wait, we're not gonna bring that one up.
What?
We're not gonna.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, now we want to hear it.
hear it.
while we were reminiscent like we always do, right? When we were like 5-10 years old, and we were talking about when we were little kids and sitting around the living room watching our shows, doing our deeds as kids or whatever, and she's talking about us messing around, and somewhere in the background is Ariel as a kid with Amory on her.
What were we talking about? What were we talking about? We're like, yeah, in the 4th grade. And then after Ariel's like, what were we talking about?
I always give Ariel a hard time.
And after,
No, one time
I don't even know. We were talking about how Ariel told Vita what teabagging means.
Oh,
yeah.
And then we were like,
Because everybody was talking about
and meat curtains and meat curtains.
Okay. Oh, meat curtains. Let's talk about meat curtains. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually know. I'm 35 years old. Did not know what.
Did you
meat
just learn it on
curtains were.
Halloween?
I learned it on
Okay.
Halloween.
So
But you're
it's
not that behind.
Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. We're sitting around a beautiful table.
Probably
with the
1999.
family.
1999.
No. I was already in high school. I don't know, maybe a senior.
2001.
2000?
We're sitting around a table eating a beautiful dinner, and my cousin Sam does a joke about meat curtains, and everybody's dying at the table, and I'm like this, haha, like
She's
joining.
like laughing.
I'm laughing like, ah. And so
hysteric.
then I whisper to Ariel's ear. I'm like, Ariel, what is meat curtains? And she's over here freaking like
In the 4th grade.
10 years
I
old
was
with her
in the
baby, like,
8th grade.
Vita, you don't know what meat curtains are?
10 years old with her baby.
All right, I'm exaggerating.
I was dying.
Oh no! We had on Father's Day. We had bought my dad a lounge chair, and so he's like, "Put
no.
the lounge chair in my room."
Was it a hammock? Wasn't it a hammock?
But it was like a lounge chair hammock. He's like,
Okay.
"Put it in my room." We're like, "It don't fit in your room." He's like, "I don't want anybody laying in it."
Oh, that guy.
So my cousin, we're like, "Okay, we'll let everybody know not to lay in it." My cousin lays in it, and so we're like, "Don't lay in it." My dad, he got that for Father's Day. He's gonna be mad. So he's like, what? Like, before we could fully explain, my dad's straddling him. And he's like, you want me to teabag you? Get out of my chair. And we're like dying of laughter. And then Vita's like, Ariel, what's that? It's a teabag. And I was like laughing, like, haha. And I was like, oh, Vita, and I explained to her, like, all calmly, like, oh, it's, teabags when a guy puts his balls in your mouth. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe Dad just said that.
But it's like, where do you learn this stuff?
Cousin's like, did you just ask your little sister
Your elementary school
what
teacher.
teabagging is?
Your elementary school.
Well, why are you asking so many
I
questions?
was in junior high. And then after she was like, no. Oh, poor Vita.
I did not learn that at school.
After you had A. Marie, Vita's like, Ariel, where do babies come from?
Damn.
No.
My older sister is really my little sister.
Her biggest question was, really? There's no Santa Claus?
Damn.
I'm just
She
kidding,
didn't
Rita.
know. She still didn't know.
She still doesn't know about the tooth fairy, so shh.
Let's talk about like our worst sex experience.
Oh, okay.
I don't have one. Ha!
What a hoe.
She's a hoe. So my
wouldn't
sister
know.
Riri suggested we speak about our worst sex experience, and Nasty Nancy says,
I don't have one. I don't have one.
I take it back. I don't want to tell it.
Say it.
Yes,
now,
you do.
Now Rhiannon's gonna start it.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
I was new to the anal world with my husband.
That was my story.
Oh,
I want to
sorry.
hear him. So
I'm
go,
glad
go,
you
go,
girls are
go.
all anal virgins. But go on.
But are
No,
we?
we're not.
But are we?
So I was an anal
Little do
virgin
you
with my
know.
husband. And
With your husband?
with
Damn,
my
make a bitch
husband.
look bad.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
so
Your house.
we've
You gotta
been
say
together
something.
now for 10 years. And we've done anal, I think, I want to say 3-4 times. And it's always been on a very special occasion, like birthdays or anniversaries or a
You're a nice wife.
getaway trip. But the very first time was the worst. It feels like you're taking the biggest shit of your life.
Been there.
My mom said right.
I'm like, what?
You
This
feel like a
is-
teenage enema nurse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, is something coming in or
Or
going
out?
out? I
Nothing's
can't
supposed to go
tell.
in the exit.
Yeah, exactly. Exit only, right?
Yo,
I don't
exit
understand.
That's why mom has a tattoo. The tramp stamp, exit only.
And she has one right here that says slippery when wet. That's how you know she's Nancy, the head hocho.
So my story is pretty similar. Except for this time.
Poop came out. Because she's the poop queen, baby.
Oh, is that when your cousin had to clean up your DNA?
No,
and
this
the
was
rest of it?
another time, bitch. Shut up.
Nancy brought us some old shit with the plunger. There's some shit up in here.
No, one time with my current man. I was like, yeah, last night was great. He's like, what happened? I was like, bitch, are you serious? I fucking went through that for nothing. You don't even remember it?
He pretended to
happened?
bust a nut.
I let him do it anally and he didn't remember. And I did that for nothing.
Now
I am not going to go through that experience.
You know, Rhiannon,
remember.
you need to do a repeat.
I'm
You
not.
need to do a repeat.
Why? So he can never
Why?
remember again?
Fuck that. He had a one pass.
Yeah.
Girl.
And I was taking it for the team.
Nasty Nancy said repeat.
No. That needs to be
you-
locked away.
you only do-
He
doesn't remember it.
Look, girl.
He gets to get that drunk and
he
remember
said-
it.
We did that? I'm like, are you kidding me? I just died for nothing?
You guys have to
just
save
shit my
you guys
pants.
have to
You
save
think
that,
funny?
that golden ticket for something else, like when you want to go to Vegas with the girls or you want to do something fun and
Nancy's
exciting.
saying to use it.
Yeah,
at your
it's a
advantage.
weapon.
It's a weapon.
He doesn't
That's right.
care.
You pull out that reverse Uno card.
That's right.
He doesn't care.
Well, if you have a guy that cares.
You
For
need
all
to
our
keep him
viewers.
sober. Keep him sober, and then he'll
He
care.
doesn't care. He thinks it's normal.
Vita, what about you?
Damn, he thinks it's normal.
Really?
I know you got a few stories up your sleeve.
Oh no, the best was when we were
Let
we were-
her tell it.
Wait,
Damn,
hold
don't
on.
put a bitch
Wait,
on
wait. No, the best was when we were doing an audition for a reality show, and then they asked
Oh, I was thinking
just
that
for
same one.
legal reasons. Do any of you guys have a sex tape out there? So we're all thinking Ariel.
I do now.
And then after Vita's like,
That was, I'm not sure, okay? I wasn't sure. I mean, you never know.
With
And
who?
they were like,
she's like,
Ariel?
she's like my
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend
Did you not-
from high school.
Did you
who's
not
a
learn
nobody.
anything from me? Lie and deny.
Oh my god.
no. My mom says if you're gonna record yourself, make sure your face isn't in there. Okay.
Make sure they play a Disney song in the
And
background.
keep your eyes closed.
Well, you
They
learn
can't
something
tell.
new every day, right?
Well, this bitch needs to learn it today.
Let's see.
If you
Wait,
had a
what's the
memory,
question
you
again?
know you learned it a long time ago.
Your worst sex story.
It's not the worst, but like,
A
oh my
bad
god.
one.
I know.
Okay, so I hate when I'm sleeping and I get woken up.
Oh,
I hate that shit too.
Sounds good.
Go on.
I hate it.
Sounds so good.
3 times a week minimum happens to me.
So
Lucky girl.
my man's
Stop
having
bragging, April.
my man's having a night out. I'm dead asleep, freaking tired. Just had a baby, and he comes. He comes in. He's like, "Oh, baby, da da da," like saying all this crap. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I'm sleeping.
Do what you gotta do.
And then he's like, I want to go down, da da da. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, do what you gotta do. And I'm still like trying to sleep. And he's down on his knees, going downtown. Then he does the fake chow. And then he passes out in my coochie, snoring.
No.
And I pop up, I'm like,
bitch.
are you asleep snoring in my coochie? Like, what the hell?
You are lucky.
Wow,
That's luck.
I've never even seen that in a movie.
That's luck.
Oh, that was a movie for sure.
I would have kicked his head to the side and went back to sleep. He's a lucky bitch.
Wow, that's funny.
That was all bad right there. I was upset. I hate being woken up.
He got you started and didn't finish.
But did you fall back asleep?
Yes,
Well,
he
yeah,
did.
I had to do like a whole flipper and then tuck him in while he was like off the bed.
She thought she was like an MMA fighter, like flipping him with her feet and shit. Got him in some type of lock. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to Holosophy with Hoe Ass Ariel and her Hoe Ass sisters, the head hocho of them all, Nasty Nancy. I hope you got some good advice. Hope you tune in again next time. Yes, send us all your horror stories, your thoughtful stories.
Suggestions.
If you need please
Advice.
ask Hoe Ass Ariel.
Tips, please.
You can email me at hoeassarielpod@gmail.com. I'll get it all for you. Bye.